Hey everyone, today we will go through the dashboard development tools of Tableau. Tableau provides Tableau Desktop and Tableau Public for this purpose. What is the difference between both? Tableau Desktop is the licensed version and Tableau Public is a free software. We will see more difference in both of them in some time. Let's first see how we can download these tools. You can download these tools from Tableau's website. Let's first see how we can download Tableau Desktop. So on the official website of Tableau, if you click on this product, you see Tableau Desktop. Under this, you get this start free trial option because Tableau Desktop is a licensed version. Here, there is a note that for student and teachers, Tableau provide 1 year of free Tableau license with your ID card. So you can use your ID card and get the Tableau license key, which you can access for 1 year. Now, if I click on the free trial, here you need to provide certain details like your name, email address, company name, responsibilities, country, and phone number, and click on the free trial. Once a free trial is downloaded, the application, you can install that application. Let's see how we can do this for Tableau Public. You can access Tableau Public in two ways. One is the Tableau Public desktop application. One is on the web. So let's see both. Once you go to Tableau Public website of Tableau, you see this option of create. So here you have this download Tableau Desktop Public Edition. If you click here, you can download the Tableau Public Desktop application. So you can download, and once this is downloaded, you just need to click and install it. The other way is if you again go to this create and you do web authoring, you need to sign up or sign in if the account is already created. If your account is not created, you can create an account. Here, let me click on it. So you can give your first name, last name, an email address, password, and create account. So your Tableau public account would be created. In case if you already have account, you can just simply log in. So once you sign in, here you can access Tableau public. If you click on that, okay, so you see this home page of Tableau public. This is the icon which indicate you are logged in. Here you can go through the work published by other people on Tableau public. You can navigate, you can edit them, you can create a copy of it, you can explore more. If you want to create, you can go to web authoring, and this is the development interface. You can connect to data source and you can start creating your charts and dashboards. So all these activities you can do on Tableau public desktop application also. Let's check that. I have Tableau public installed. If you open Tableau public, this is the first screen that appeared. We will go through each of these options. So let's see this first. So on the connect pane, you can connect to different data sources. So in Tableau public, you have options to connect to file type of data sources and server. So you can connect to Excel file, text file, JSON, PDF, spatial, and so on. And under to a server, you see options like connecting to Google Drive, OData, and Web Data Connector. Here, this icon, if you click on this, it takes you to the sheets. So here you can create charts. If you click again on this icon, it gets to you to the start page. Under open pane, you can open your dashboards which are present on Tableau public web browser. And under this discover pane, you can first see these how to videos. You can explore the videos created or provided by Tableau to get started with Tableau Public. Under Viz of the day, you can see the Viz of the day present on Tableau Public. So there is a little difference between Tableau Public and Tableau Desktop at this page. Let me open Tableau Desktop. So I have Tableau Desktop opened. So here if you see this connect pane, Tableau Desktop provide more visibility in terms of connection. You can connect to Tableau server. So Tableau server is where you share your work with others. You can even share the data sources. So you can connect to those data sources by logging into Tableau server from this option. You can connect to file like we can do in Tableau Public. Here under to a server connection, we have many options compared to Tableau Public. You can connect to almost all the databases here. If not, you do have JDBC and ODBC drivers connection present, so you can connect to any database which is not listed over here with this connections. You can also connect to saved data sources, so you can save the data sources on your system, and at a later point of time you can connect to those data sources from here. So this is one of the difference in terms of the number of connections or variety of connections that Tableau Desktop provide and Tableau Public provide. Tableau Public has certain limitation because it's a free version. Let's go back to Tableau Public and try to connect to some sample data source. But before doing that, let me show you from where you can get these sample data sources from Tableau's website. Let me go back to the Tableau Public link. So here, if you go to this Learn option and go to the sample data, you can see list of sample data available provided by Tableau for learning purpose. You can download these data sources by clicking on these hyperlinks. So I have downloaded one of this data source, that is Superstore cells, and I'll be connecting Tableau Public to this. So once you download this, you can connect directly by going to the start page. Let me connect it to a Microsoft file, which is the sample Superstore data source. Open. Okay. So now I'm connected to this Excel file, and here you see these three tables. In terms of Excel file, these are nothing but the worksheets present in Excel. So that Excel has three worksheet orders, people, and returns, which are present here as three separate tables. If you connect in terms of Tableau Desktop, if you connect to database, here you'll see all the database object listed over here, all the tables, schemas, and views, and you can use them and drag them over this canvas to start working on it. So let me take the orders data here. Okay. So if you see, once I drag this table, below this, here this pane shows list of all the columns which are present in this data table and what is the data type of those columns. So Tableau is intelligent enough to understand the type of data and assign a data type to it. In case if you feel the data type assigned is not correct, you can change it by clicking on this. You do have numeric data, you do have date and string and boolean. On this side of the pane, you can see some sample data. Right now you can see some 100 rows out of total. Here you can see the total number of rows present, that is around 9,900. You can do some operations here like changing the data type, If you click on this drop down, you do see many options, like you can rename the column title, you can copy the values, you can, in case if you don't want this column in the data source, you can hide this. You can give a alias. Alias is like giving another name to this column which will be visible throughout um, the development, and anyone who see this data source. You can create a calculated field in case if you want to do certain calculation, derive something from the available data, you can write a calculation. You can create group split. All these we will see later on in next videos in more detail, what is group, what is split and all. So once you do all these customizations on this page, on this canvas, you can go to sheet 1 where you can create charts. So what is sheet? Sheet is nothing but a page where you can create a chart. So in Tableau, one sheet allows you to create one chart. That chart is called as view. So this is where you create a view. You can create as many sheets as you want. And here you see this new dashboard icon. So you can create dashboard by combining multiple sheets on this dashboard. So each chart that you create on a single sheet, you can use multiple sheets and create a dashboard. You can also create story. Here story is like a sequence of worksheets or sequence of dashboard in the form of presentation. You can create your analysis with the help of story. Here, if you see this file menu, you do see these options like save to Tableau Public and save to Tableau Public as. So there is one more difference between Tableau Public and desktop. In case of Tableau Public, you can only save your work on Tableau Public. Tableau Public, where everyone can see your work. You cannot save your work in your local system. While in case of Tableau Desktop, you can do that. So this is one difference. Now, each of these sheets, dashboards and story, they have their own options present on this left pane. So if you are on sheet, you can see this data pane, analytics pane. If you go to dashboard, you see the dashboard configurations, options and other like dashboard and layout pane. In story, again it is layout, story, pane, each having its own options. You can rename these sheets or dashboard. You can hide them if you do not want to show it. You can hide it. You can duplicate them so that you do not have to recreate them again and again. You can duplicate and work on it. You can unhide sheets. You can copy the formatting and all. Under data pane, you see all the list of all the columns coming from the data source. These are divided in by default into two sections. One, the top one is indicating dimensions, and the bottom one below this line, if you see, this indicate all the measures. Dimensions are nothing but the categorical or qualitative values. These are the columns having data type like string, geographical data or date or ID columns. And measures are nothing but the numerical columns. Tableau do have certain generated fields like the default fields present for each data sources. First is measure name. Measure name contain the name of all the measures which are present in the data source. measure value contain all the values of each measure. It has latitude generated and longitude generated. These two fields appear when Tableau interpret or the data source has any column of geographical type. And you have this count column for the data source showing the total number of records present in that data source. Now, here you have different areas like pages, filters, marks, columns, and rows. You can use this area to create view in Tableau. So these are useful when you create a chart in Tableau. Let's just create a simple chart. Let's analyze what is the total sales for each product category. So I have a category column. I'll drag it to say columns and total cells in the rows. So here it's a simple drag and drop feature. You have drag category and cells. So this created a chart which shows me total cells for each category. The type of chart created by default will depend on what kind of columns you are bringing in here. So if you see this one which is present in blue indicate the dimension, and which is present in green indicates the measure, the numeric column. So because you have one dimension and another as measure, the default chart created is bar chart. In case if you have both as numeric column, then the default created would be scatter plot. This what kind of chart represent what kind of information we will see in upcoming videos. I just wanted to let you know the default behaviors present in Tableau. If you go to this show me button or option, you can see the list of inbuilt chart which are present in Tableau. It provides around 16 inbuilt charts and you can use them. You can change your chart type by clicking on this chart. When you hover over on each of this chart, below you see this details like what kind of chart it is and how many which kind of column it require and how many columns it require uh, to create this particular chart type. If you also observe, there are certain charts which are highlighted or available for us to use for this particular view, while certain charts are grayed out, so we cannot use them. This is because the columns which we are using on the columns or rows shelf, they are not sufficient enough to create this chart. For example, this one is a map. So for map, you need at least one geographical field that is not present in the view currently, so you cannot use this chart. You do have other shelf like pages shelf, filter, and mark shelf. So we will go through all of this in more detail in upcoming videos, but just to give an overview about this filter shelf, you can use this to add filter or filter your data in this view. For example, if I want to say filter the ship mode, so I'll drag that field over here and let's say I'll filter it to first class and click OK. So this chart is updated and it is now showing only the category specific to first class ship mode. Talking about this mark shelf, this is used to add more depth to the analysis you are doing. Under this drop down, you can change the chart type from say bar to line or square, circle, shape, anything. You can add colors to your chart by dragging a field on color shelf. You can even change the size of it by dragging any column or field on the size area. You can add labels to your chart. Say I want to uh, show some of cells. label, so I can add that field over this shelf. You can add some field in the details card, so we will go through it in more depth in upcoming videos. You can even change the tooltip, you can format it, you can change the columns that you want to show on tooltip. So what is tooltip? So if you hover over on this chart, you see this category, technology, and cells some number. So this is the tooltip. You can change or format this tooltip using this card. Let's quickly go through these menus. So under data, you have options to connect to different data sources and configure data sources. Worksheet menu is specific to the sheets, so you can create new worksheet, you can copy it, you can export the data, you can apply actions. We'll see actions in upcoming videos. You can work on tooltip, show caption, and many other options. Dashboard specific options are present under dashboard menu. Story specific are present under story menu. You can format it, you can show title, you can show back or forward buttons and all. Analysis is specific to the analysis performed on data. So let's say you want to create a calculated field. So you can go on analysis menu and click on create calculated field. You can show totals, subtotals, you can show trend line, and so on. Under map menu, these are the options specific to map kind of chart. um, Under format, you can do the formatting options. You do have formatting options, so you can make cosmetic level changes in the sheet, dashboard, or story level. Under server, for Tableau Public, you do not have much options, but in Tableau Desktop, you have options to sign in to Tableau server. You can see option to publish or save your dashboard or Tableau workbook to Tableau server, and so on. Under window, you have options specific to window. So let's say you want to show this in the presentation mode, you can click on that. To come back, you can press escape button. Under help menu, you have many options. You can get help about Tableau. You can see the training videos. You can do some performance checks from help button, and so on. If I click on about Tableau Public, so this gives me the detail about the version of Tableau Public installed on my system. Okay. Again, the commonly used options are present over here. This, if you see standard fit width, fit height, and entire view, this is for the view. Let's say I make it entire view. So this chart will be resized to fit the entire view. So this is resizing option. I hope this video provided you an overview of Tableau Desktop or Tableau Public and help you to create your first chart in Tableau. We also saw difference between Tableau Desktop and Tableau Public. I would like to mention that Tableau Public has most of the features which Tableau Desktop provide, which we generally use to create dashboard. So it is a good tool to get started with your journey with Tableau, to learn visualization skills and create your portfolio. In the next video, we will see the features which we commonly use in more detail. Meanwhile, please let me know if you have any comments in the comment section, and please like and subscribe my channel. See you soon. Thank you.